Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
56, Mike, 56.
Here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 56. Right there.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the sometimes stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Let's go, team.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
The Dolphins take over
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, here's Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
56 is the mark. Focus, defense, focus. Check your hot read. 10 seconds. Watch the twist.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Fuck do I that? Oh my gosh, man. You gotta be kidding me. Like,
coming to the line
not
to
even
begin their next
fucking
drive,
pressing
the
X.
offense. They trail a 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is Parker, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From midfield, here's Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Grant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
29-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st and goal, Howard. Oh, Howard coughs it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Wilson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Wilson now on 3rd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
56 to Mike, boy. 50. Run. 56 to Mike.
Looking to pass. Tua dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go,
Now Tua. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. What we got? Green Jack. Mike's by 4.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. It's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
28-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Dolphins 21, Seahawks 14. Michael.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
At the 30.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, here's Tua. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
First down.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
First down, a run with Hyde. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They go play action now. Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
On first down, Hyde. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second and 5 now. Wilson, this will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Hakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah, let's go second.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Check right 27. Check right 27.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Hyde out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because...
It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
The end of the third quarter of play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Carson, that'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 24. Dolphins
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, a run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Buying time to his left. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Washington.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Being chased out left. Now he's going to... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 28. Seahawks.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st down.
First and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Throwing again here, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Possession.
Second and short now following the fumble. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with 8 seconds remaining. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Dolphins, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.